all about your hair, Emily, and creating what I know a lot of women want this. My wife always talks about curls. She's often disappointed in her curls.
Yeah, curls are really hard. So here to show us how to create 3 different kinds of curls, we're welcoming new Reflection stylist, Giles. Hey, Katie. Okay. So this is a big deal because every woman wants a good curl, and you either get it started and it just kind of goes blah after that, or you just can't even do anything in the beginning. So you're literally going to be able to pick us up like that?
I sure am. Well, I hope to anyway.
're like, okay, so...
Let's break down the name of this first. The structured curl?
Yeah, so just almost like a throwback to like the 70s, right? We're coming back into like big, bouncy, like sexy curls versus before we've been seeing a lot of like deconstructed curls, more soft bohemian curls. So we're getting back into a lot of tighter curl patterns, if you will.
Okay.
Which is kind of
so
fun.
Pretty. So
It
the big
is
thing,
glamorous hair.
Well, that's the thing, is I think it's glamorous. You can wear it with jeans or whatever, but you can dress it up a little bit.
Exactly. It's really fun. So I can show you on our gorgeous model Erin here. I already pre-did her hair with a 1 1/4 inch curling iron to kind of give her some really bouncy, pretty curls. But I will show you how you can achieve this look.
And while you're doing that, the big thing too on this is to have the right curling iron. I feel like anytime I buy something and I try to maybe go a little bit cheaper, it doesn't always work out the best. So what are you using that you think is a good one?
I have Hot Tools, and I love this one. And you can see I'm starting at the top first, and that's to make sure that you still have bounce on top and it's not just curled on the bottom. Okay. And you just kind of slowly wrap it all the way through. You even want to tuck that little tail in, hold it for just a minute, and then pull it out.
Oh, so you do go pretty close to the root.
Yeah, I go really close to the root, but then look at how nice and full that is. It just gets it really, really bouncy, really pretty, and then it's going to also help hold the curl a little better, too.
Nice.
So, very fun. And then with this same curling iron, you can also achieve like more of like the messy, deconstructed curl I was just talking about, too, which is what I have in my hair. And again, with the same curling iron, you take the same kind of section, and instead of wrapping it around like underneath, you can wrap it over.
And I think this is a cute look too if you have the shorter length hair, like yours, or maybe, but you can still do it long, right?
Yep, you can still do it on long hair too. And again, you really want to start at the top. I think starting at the top is the most important thing. Most people start at the bottom.
Okay.
And you just don't want to. And then you pull it out and it's just kind of messy.
Now, let me ask the silly question here, because I've heard my wife talk about this too. Whenever we go home and visit family in Pennsylvania, she brings her own curling iron, even though there's a curling iron there.
Oh my gosh.
But help me now, because they all get blazing hot and they can wrap your hair. What's the difference here?
Well, these ones are ceramic, for example, so they're a little bit more gentle on the hair. They're not as damaging, and they're also more smoothing. So especially with this flat iron, which I'm going to talk about next, flat irons are amazing for smoothing the hair, but when they're ceramic, they're also more gentle on the hair.
Okay, so, and these can really hurt your hair if you're not careful.
Yeah, and it's good to just invest in one good flat iron. This runs right around $225, but you're going to buy it once and it's going to last the rest of your life.
I have
this
one, Stephen. I will say that for anybody that is thinking about it, I know it is a lot.
It is.
But it does so much more and will not wreck your hair, and it lasts several years, whereas my cheaper ones lasted maybe a year, if that.
And then it's going to take longer to do. They're not going to work as well, and they're just going to break. So invest in one good one. So for this, you can also achieve like a really pretty curl, or you can achieve a bohemian curl. Again, you're going to start at the top, and then instead of just like pulling it through like you were if you're going to flat iron it straight, you're going to just twist your wrist and just kind of keep pulling at the same time.
Oh, see, nice.
And you can see that it just really, it'll either just bevel it or...
And clearly, this only works with the smaller straightener. I've seen the bigger ones where if you were doing that, then it would look wonky pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually going to work out that well if you do that one. But you can see it just gets kind of messy, kind of piecey, and that also coincides with like more of like the bohemian look. So it's just kind of, it's fun.
It is fun. And I think that a lot of people, even if you have straight hair all the time, you want to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. And then just multiple purposes for a flat iron, right? You can get curls or you can go nice and smooth. Flat ironing is always in, but we're seeing a lot of curls right now. So.
Steve, have you learned a lot?
Really
all of these segments are just so enlightening for me. My fear is that now, if my wife is watching, I'm going to have to buy a really expensive
I think you
straightener.
should buy her a really expensive straightener because she'll appreciate it and she'll love it.
Oh, okay. Well, now I'm doing that.
But then, or else if you look at like Emily's hair, for example, I also use this curling iron on her hair, and we just did kind of the same thing that I did on Erin's hair, but I just didn't let it set as fast. I just went through it really quickly. And again, just like a softer curl. So Emily's hair is almost in between mine and Erin's hair. So just we're seeing curls, we're seeing texture, and we're just loving it. And Emily has thick, gorgeous hair too, just like Erin. And so using this same curling iron on all three of us can achieve 3 different looks, which is pretty cool.
And Erin, I think that you should go out tonight sporting different curls and just, it's Friday, fun day.
I know.
Just get crazy.
Happy
I love
Friday.
it. Why not? Thank you so very much.
So much. And you can call today to book your hair or makeup appointment at any of the new Reflections 3 locations, Plymouth, Maple Grove, and Ridgedale Center.
And speaking of Ridgedale Center, today their new salon location opens. It's a big deal.
That's right.
It's on the second level right outside of Macy's.
Big thanks to New Reflections Salon for sponsoring the show today. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Aaron, so much. We appreciate that. Alrighty, still to come. Our movie guy says that there is finally, and it's been a bad summer.
Yes, it has.
Finally, there is a must-see in theaters. Find out which current